Hello, this is FansHobby back to that video, and today we're going to be looking at the FansHobby take on Optimus Prime. So before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below which style video. What else would you like to see in a video? On to the video himself. Here we have Prime in his tractor trailer mode, and let me just say that this is the worst trailer for Energon conserving or Energon saving as possible. You know, all the wind be going down there and all that other stuff, but since this is a fictional world, we give it a pass. But joking aside, he is a very good representation of his on-screen model with FansHobby's little bit of flair. So, and he does roll a little bit, kind of not butter smooth. You got to put a little bit of force into it, but yeah, not too bad. So let's take a quick look at the details. So get this untabbed. There we go. So focus, thank you. Get a lot of chrome down here that's throwing off the focus sometimes. But you get some nice detail for the windows. The windshield wipers are picked out in some silver. You get some yellow right here. The headlights and the floodlights are done in a separate transparent piece. Get some nice silver right here and there with some gray paint, and even the mirrors are picked out in paint, which is nice. So, and all of the rims are done in silver, including on the trailer. And the taillights are picked out in paint with this splitting. There you go. Get some nice silver back here. Get the fifth wheel. Would have been nice to see that picked out in paint too, but not too much to ask. So yeah, not too bad. So let's take a quick look at the trailer, and what FansHobby did was really cool. So basically, you get a seam like right all the way down here, and that's because each section is modulable. So I can take, the fire one and plug it onto the side of this, or if I wanted to switch these two places, I could. And you can even, if you get, they did sell another trailer separately, so if you got that, you can take the wheels and plug them up here. You can basically make your own base mode with this thing. Much better than the original one, in my opinion. So, but take a quick look at the details. So focus, thank you. Get some nice, more gray paint right here. And again, picked out in paint. Get a lot of detail, which looks fantastic. Get a giant space for, either one or two Autobot symbols. And oh yeah, even the taillights are picked out in paint. And right here is where the gun stores on this one. It just simply clips in. But moving that aside, you get a lot of painted detail with some molded as well for the helicopter pad. So yeah, looks very nice. Gonna plug this right back in. So yeah, not too shabby. Now for the trailer though, you do have to make sure that these brackets are facing down, or else it will not connect to Optimus. So to get this plugged back on so we can do some size comparisons. There we go. All right. So real quick size comparison. Here we have G1 Prime. As you can see, he's a pretty big boy. Pretty much masterpiece scaled, give or take. But then we are going to bring in the original Optimus Prime. Yeah. So yeah, you can see that they tried to keep the detailings the same while also adding in their own little flair. I do appreciate them removing this section and hiding it away in here and covering up the head because, according to that toy guy, he can poof. So yeah. And I do like how the gun has better storage. Still kind of hanging out there, but not interfering with the trailer turning. So yeah. So yeah, I think that is about it for the all mode. It does look very nice, and I just uncoupled the trailer. Oh well. So yeah, it looks very nice. Definitely invoking that original model and everything. So let's get down to the transformation. So first things first, remove the trailer. Just set that off to the side for right now, and let's begin. So first things first, you want to separate this back section while also moving up the arms. Get these arms moved up. And just kind of swing these around. Go ahead and flip these back panels up on that double hinge and then collapse this down. Do the same thing for this side. Next, come to the feet, bring them forward, make sure they're even, rotate at the thigh 180, then come here, bring it down up his knee guards, up the knee guards, and then the wonderful, wonderful feet. So start by lifting up this panel, so that way, well, so you can also flip out the heel spur, and then flip out his foot, and it's got to be in this particular order. So flip this out, push this back down, come here, flip this panel up, get this panel up, and I know my spreader is kind of a, I don't know, kind of busted looking, but yeah. Get that kind of just clipped in right there. Then come here and you will push this up, but I recommend doing that at the very last because you will end up pushing it back in more times than you can probably count. But go ahead and do the same thing for this side. So flip this up, get this heel spur out. Then we can push his foot on through. Then get this panel down. That was the easiest time, thank you. Oh, and also push that back in. Push that up, even though I said not to do it just yet. And there we got some feet. So I'm gonna quickly stand him up. Please stay standing. Okay. So we're gonna raise up just a smidge. Come to the arms, kind of slide them out and pull out as well. Take these panels right here, flip them over. Next, you want to pull out the head. Pull out the head. Well, hold on. My bad. Gotta rotate the waist. So get this kind of unplugged and back. Get that unplugged and back. Then you can rotate the waist 180. Get this down, rotate, and just push back on that ball joint mixture hinge. Do the same thing for this side. So get this pushed in, then flip this up, and it will kind of tab into place, kind of just sit there too. Okay, so get the arms pulled out a little bit. Get that joint up. Get this up so we can get some more room. So pull these out just enough to be able to get the head out. Get this head out. You can go ahead and also push in these side mirrors if they're going to get in your way. So get this kind of out. Come on. There we go. Then this panel right here will just fold up, and getting this from robot to back to all mode configuration was a pain in the butt. I swear I was going to break it. I was actually about to unscrew those and see what's going on. But just kind of get the arms out so that way this can go ahead and plug up. Come on. It should be pulled out enough to where you can plug this in. Come on. Why are you fighting me? I resist. That's because, there we go. So then come to the head, unclip this, rotate this whole section around, and then just kind of, flare this out, get this pushed down as much as you possibly can, and yeah. All right, so for the rest of the backpack, you want to go ahead and push it back on this double hinge, rotate up, and it will just kind of sit in place. Not really any tabs or anything you gotta line up there much. So, nope, that wasn't supposed to happen. So get this kind of, actually there is one. Oh, that's why the panel was, I always forget. This chest does slide forward a little bit. So for all mode, it slides back. For robot mode, it will slide forward. So get this back up, get this right there. So that way, this can sit in a little groove to the point that it's not really needed. So there we go. Get this back down. Finally, come to the arms and rotate them. The elbow is oriented properly. Flip up this panel and flip out the hand. Then just close this back up. Rotate the hand. Put that back down. And do the same thing for this side. So get this flipped up, flip out, ouch, come on, there we go, there we go. Then just rotate, flip down, and there you go. There you have FansHobby's Energon Optimus in robot mode, and why are you wanting to fight me? Okay, there we go. I don't know why that was wanting to fight me. So, and yeah, if you didn't do it already, push these up. So, yeah, looks very good. A little bit unstable, but that's just because of this backpack. But I think granted, you can leave the front tires attached if you want that original look. Completely up to you. I personally like it like this. So, but take a quick look at that new face sculpt. And yes, this is new. If you saw my Energon Wing Saber video that FansHobby did, they did include a new face sculpt. So, looks very good. Get yellow for the eyes. It gets kind of a eye liner. Okay. Silver for the faceplate and his little horn. Going down the body, get some nice detail right there. Get some stuff right here as well. So, yeah, looks good. Now, as far as articulation, the base of the head is on a ball joint. Why aren't you clipped in place? That should be clipped in. So he can look down, can't look up, can do a full 360, and you get a little bit of side to side. Arms can do a full 360 if you work around the backpack. They can move out to get this panel out of the way. So get full outward movement, bicep rotation, double jointed elbow for the full bend. You do get some wrist rotation. I didn't have this collapse all the way. The fingers do open and close with the pointer finger being a separate piece. And you only get the one joint at the knuckle. You do get a waist rotation. No ab crunch yet. If you get the hip skirts out of the way, the legs can move forward that far. Get this butt flap out of the way, along with the rest of this stuff. You can get back about that far. Can do the full splits. Thigh rotation. 90-degree knee bend on a weird sounding ratchet. And the toes do have tilts. They can move down and up. Same thing with the heel, it just moves down and up. So, and I did not mean to push that back in all the way. Come on, get out. That's the one thing that you don't want to do with this panel is push it in all the way. So, yeah, overall looks very nice. Now, if you remember the weapon he had, this weapon, which has some nice molded detail, can fit into his hand. So just go ahead and open this up, and it is the FansHobby's awesome take on that. So you just got to slide it in to that rail system. So kind of get this hooked in, push this down, and the hands will basically hold it in place. And now he can hold his comically oversized blaster. As to why, so I've heard in the Superlink dub or the Superlink show, they explain this. We did not get that here in America. It just popped out of his chest in one episode to never be seen again. So, but come on, please stand, Optimus. Ugh. Okay, you're gonna stay like that just so I can get the size comparisons ready. Here we have G1 Prime, and yes, he did shift. I had to re-record this part of the video because reasons. Yay. So, but as you can see, he gets a fair amount taller. So, and here we have the original one. So, in a sense, this is like a before and after weight loss picture. So, congrats on you, man. You look good. So, but yeah, I like this one a lot better. The colors just look a lot sharper and just a lot, better and everything. A lot better. That's not even proper English. Do I care? No. So, but what is Energon Prime without Prime Force? Sounds like a primetime TV show. So, gonna get him back there, and okay, we'll take a look at these guys if I can English. So here we have them as they come out of the trailer. So the only transformation you got to do with Submarine 4 is take these side panels and bring them down on these very snug hinges. So there we go. And then you can also bring these up as well. So, oops, that was not meant to happen. I forgot to flip down this panel. So, but here you have some nice white details going throughout. Get the number 4. get some white up here along with the silver paint right here. So not too much paint, but where it is nice. So, and then here we have Digger 3. So looks much like a digger who will actually make a tunnel for his size versus the original one, which I do kind of like a little bit better, but yeah. So get some nice silver paint right here along with some black, drill picked out in silver, some grays. So yeah, and he rolls okay-ish. It's not the fault of FansHobby, it's the fault of this kind of, I guess, whatever material this table is made out of. But they did keep the original gimmick. If you see these two wheels, you will be able to roll or spin the drill. So that's a nice little feature. So here we have helicopter 1 or 2 as he comes out of the trailer. To get him into the full helicopter, flip the blades around, bring this around. Then each blade has its own natural stooping point. And there you go. Get some nice window details that it does share with Fire 1. Get some silver, some grays. So, yeah. And the blades do spin, albeit they've got too much friction to spin freely. So, that sucks, but so well, what can you do? And here we have Fire 1. So, get some nice silver all throughout, a little bit there. I do wish this section was done in orange, because even if you flip it up, you get gray. Oh well. I don't see why they couldn't just mold it in orange and then do these stripes in kind of gray. That would have looked a little bit better in my opinion. But, oh well. And as far as his rolling, it's okay. Like, these front wheels do have less friction to them, but these back ones, especially this one, are like right here. It's got too much to even roll. This one is okay. So, yeah. But as far as articulation, the ladder can move up and down at this hinge, but if you need it to reach higher, you can get this hinge right here, so, or further out. And the ladder can extend along with the bucket moving up and down. So there's that. So what I'm going to do is going to show you how to turn these two into arms and these two into legs. Then I will cut, transform them back, and then show you how to do them, arms and legs. So start with Submarine 4. You want to start off by bringing up this hatch and pushing it in. Then collapsing this piece up on its double hinge as much as it will go. So do the same thing for this side. Next, go ahead and bring this up. Take this whole front end and, well, flip up these fins first. Then split the whole front. Split the whole front. Take this panel right here. Flip it back. Then take this, slide it back, and then just kind of collapse this up onto the forearm as well. And there you go. There you have Submarine 4 in arm mode. And if you wanted to be on the other side, all you got to do is flip the thumb around a la Combiner Wars style. So that's nice. Or a la, whatever the saying is. So get that set off to the side. For Digger 3, take this panel, flip it up again. I sometimes forget it's always the small stuff that you forget to do. But go ahead and bring these sections down. Take this, extend it, bring it up. Then there is a slider right in here. So go ahead and slide this up. Then take these wheels, flip them in, albeit they get in the way of each other. So just kind of get one out of the way, get this one up, then just kind of rotate these down on some very squeaky tight joints. I do wish that they could flip in over here, get in like this crevice right here and out of the way of the elbow, but there's just not enough room. So, and more or less there is one option for Digger, but what FansHobby did was give them an actual hand inside. So split this drill 4 ways, and there is the hand, albeit it's kind of, since it's got all this stuff around it, you really can't use the thing in there, that a slider that they have, an amazing slider that I wish third parties would actually adopt. But oh well. So we're just gonna go ahead and line up these pegs and close it all up. So get that in, and get that in. So there is digger 3 for chopper 2. Collapse the blades, get them out of the way. Bring up these sections just about halfway so you can fold this back. Then take this entire section, fold it back to reveal the foot. So bring it down as far as it will possibly go. Take this panel, flip it up, bring this down. Then the lip of this will go right in that crevice right there. So bring it up that one click. Then bring this entire section down, close these back up, and they will snap into place. Bring the tail fin back on this joint right here. So that way you can take this panel and flip it around, flip that up, take this, make sure the blades stay out of the way, flip it down, rotate those up, and then finally take this, split the front end so you can flip out the heels. So get that. And there you go. There is one foot all done. For Fire 1, it's more or less the same, but PSA, be careful of these. Flip these down first and foremost. Get in the habit of checking to see if they're down, because they will snap. So, but go ahead and bring this forward, take this panel, flip it down, get this back, flip this up, flip that up, bring it down, open up this panel, flip out, do the same thing, get that lined up, collapse this all back in. Then you want to open up this section, flip out these pieces right here, and connect them back up. Now you will see there are those two pieces right here, but as you can tell, he stands pretty much just fine without them. But the instructions want you to flip them out, so they probably serve some sort of purpose. As to what it is, I have no idea. He's still just fine. So, but there you go. There you have them in configuration B. So I'm going to transform these back into their alt modes and show you configuration A, or at least the ones that I like. So be right back. All right, got them back into their respective alt modes. I just went ahead and left these collapsed up, along with the fins and these sections on submarine. So let's get down to their other modes. So to get him into his leg mode, you do want to make sure this panel is collapsed up, so go ahead and raise it up, slide it in. Then you want to go ahead and get this open and out of the way to open up this panel. Flip out the foot, flip out the foot, thank you. Bring it down as far as it'll go, so that way this panel will sit in that crevice. Then you can go ahead and open up these sections right here. Get this kind of opened up. Oop, not that far. You make sure this panel gets out of the way too. So flip this out, flip that out as well, as far as it will go for right now. Then just kind of collapse all this up. Then this one will just sit right behind the heel. Bring this back down, collapse this all up to lock it into place, and there is a foot. So for digger 3, you want to go ahead and bring these down. Bring this out, kind of lift up this panel as well. Now there is a ball joint in here, and it can be tricky to get it unsnapped and snapped. So don't know why they went with the ball joint instead of just a simple peg, but whatever. So just kind of leave this up, make sure this panel gets opened and down. Then just kind of rotate this up, flip this in, and this will kind of just sit as a heel spur. So do the same thing for this side, up, and there we go. There we have digger 3 in his limb configuration. And why is he sitting a little bit... Come on, why are you being annoying? Oh, yeah. So you want to make sure this is fully extended, by this piece right here. It's kind of blurry. Focus. This piece right here, you want to make sure it's pushed in all the way. So you can even push this back down, and yeah. Again, just kind of get these treads as best you can for a heel as possible. So yeah, there we go. Okay. So for chopper 2, get this lifted up, flip up this panel, flip it back down, take these side bits right here, flip them up all the way this time, flip them up, slide these up, bring it down. Then you can go ahead and rotate this section, bring it back, then go ahead and just kind of get this out of the way. So next, split this section right here, flip up that gray piece, then you want to kind of slide the arm up, bring this up, and it will just sit kind of flush on the arm. Do the same thing for this side, and there you go. There you have Chopper 2 as an arm, and again, if you want him on the other side, simply turn him around and flip the thumb. But he's typically on this side, so there's that. And Fire 1 is pretty much the exact same. Flip that up, slide up, flip this up, slide it up. Get the ladder out of the way, so that way you can flip this up, slide it back, bring it down. He's going to be on this side, so kind of get this entire section opened up, flip it up, flip it up. You will have to get these sections out of the way just because there's not enough clearance for it to sit flush. We'll go ahead and slide that up, flip this open, and flip this down, and then just close that up as you can. And there is the arms. So not too bad as far as that goes. Now, to get Optimus ready, so we're going to raise up. There we go. You basically want to get him in a T-pose. So kind of flip up or fold open the hand, get this panel up, rotate so the palm is facing up, and rotate this in, flip that to the back, kind of get the shoulder out, so rotate to where the elbow is facing down, straighten, and flip up. Do the same thing for this side, so get this flipped up, palm up, flip in the hand, push this back down, that up, rotate the elbow inwards and bring it out. For the helmet, kind of just put this back into its normal configuration, just get it up as much as you can so that way the helmet can flip down and collapses along the side. Then you want to rotate his face around to get a more proportional face. So, not too shabby. Then you want to make sure that these are down all the way. You can grab the torso, kind of pull it out. When you want to go back in, make sure you push in these. There is one on each side. So, to kind of fill out the body a little bit more, just put these back into their alt mode configuration. Then just collapse this up and then rotate. Might be best. There we go. Do the same thing for this side. So now he has a little bit of a cleaner backpack. Then for the hip skirts, bring it up, flip out that section right here, bring it down. Now fill out the hips. Do the same thing for this side. Next, you want to take the legs and slide them over. Do the same thing for that side. It gives it a little bit of a stronger ratchet, which is nice. So then basically just turn the feet back into alt mode. So bring that out so we can push this up, flip it up, push in the black piece if it hasn't done so already. So get that in, bring that back. Do the same thing for this side. So get this down, maybe I can get it out. Nope, okay. Come on, there we go. So push that in, push it up, collapse all this up. Make sure the legs stay on the outside. All right. So, oh, and he's got a drop-down diaper bit too. That is the most annoying thing. I wish they had made it click into place for the combined mode. Honestly, it does minimal. Like, I'll show you. So, get the leg out. So, kind of, oops. There we go. Come on. You know you want to. You know you have to, actually, because I said you have to. So get this kind of, oops. And I know I'm basically scratching the chrome, but it's on it. It's annoying to get out, honestly, folks. So, come on. Come on. You know you have to. Golly. Okay, probably not gonna even bother with it. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with it. Just take my word, it provides basically minimal effort, or does minimal. So, but anyways, we're gonna go ahead and drop in Submarine 4, drop in Digger 3. Now he's got a pair of feet, so I gotta raise up some more. Gotta do the other level. All right, there we go. Oh, that was an interesting noise I was making. So for Fire 1, just kind of wiggle this in. Can be a little bit annoying getting around all this stuff, but once you get it in, just fine. And Chopper 2, there we go. And there is one more step. You gotta open up his chest. And there we go. There we have Energon Optimus Prime all combined up. So, looks very good. The head sculpt's pretty much the exact same, just a little bit bigger. So, now, what do you get as far as articulation? Well, the head does not lose anything. The arms, oops, that is not clicked in all the way. The arms get a full 360 still. You do lose out shoulder articulation out, which sucks, but you do get a little bit out right here. You get bicep rotation, 90 degrees of elbow bend, wrist on a ball joint, so you can get a pretty decent articulation. And the thumb is on a ball joint at the base, and the hinge at the right there. And then each finger has a hinge, hinge, and hinge, so you can get pretty articulated. So get this back down. All right. You still get a waist joint, albeit a little bit more limited just because of the stuff around here. Get his hip skirts out of the way. You still get the full-on forward. You get, I can get his butt plate out of the way. You can get back. I know this. There we go. Oop, can get out that far. You get the full splits, thigh rotation, and a knee bend with ankle tilt, and up and down as well, which is nice. Especially on this side, you get the ankle tilt up, can get really down. So, but yeah, not too shabby. Now, as far as his weaponry goes, it does do a little bit of transformation as well. You just want to pull it out, pull it down, and it's ready to go. Now, there are some lights on this figure. The only lights you really get is on the chest. You would just pop off the center portion. There is a magnet at the base of this. Tap it, and it will just glow red. That's all of it. So, but this can fit into the hands just fine. So get this kind of, come on. There we go. Then just go ahead and make sure it slides in. Make sure you also hold down the base of this, I find. It likes to slide up on you. But there you go. There is his blaster. So I am going to set you right here so we can do a real quick size comparison. So here we have G1 Prime, and yeah, he gets pretty big. So, and here we have the original. And I gotta say, this one is a lot better proportioned than this one. This one was designed around Wing Saber combining with him, whereas this one is designed for the limbs along with Wing Saber, in my opinion at least. So, but yeah, definitely worth a pickup if you're a fan of Unicron Trilogy. If you're not, I still say it's, you know, a decent figure, not without issues. Like I said, the panel that is on the back of his head, that holds his head up, can be a pain in the buttocks to get flipped up or flipped down for alt mode. Digger 3 can sometimes make this mode kind of unbalanced a little bit, but not too shabby. Other than that, not really too much of that, other than his diaper not wanting to be filled out. So, yeah. So, definitely worth a pickup. If this is, now, real quick, FansHobby is doing a Prime and Wing Saber combo pack, and I know I mentioned this in my Wing Saber video. which is nice. They also, I would have to double check and future me, let the people know the trailer. Separate piece. You still get all the drones. You get the trailer and everything. So I just don't think it comes with the gun, which sucks. But oh well. But yeah. So I think that is about it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, all the fun stuff, and stay tuned for more video reviews.